This video was brought to you by Asia The Amazing Outdoors. Located in Woodridge, New York, you can enjoy the amazing outdoors in the Catskills. There's camping, ATV rentals, ATV riding lessons, guided ATV tours, and much more. Give them a follow on Instagram and shoot them a DM for inquiry. Or you can email them at asianewyork@gmail.com.
Just chilling, y'all. Get the vape in. Get the vape. This is gonna be fun, dude. This is like the ADHD filled podcast, right?
Yes, two of us.
Yo, what is good, YouTubes? It's your boy Ray, and this is the Everyday City Carry. And tonight I have a special guest, the one, the only Beez Blades.
What's up, bro? Ham?
What's up, dude? Yo, I get super excited. I'm gonna get right into it. I get super excited when someone I know like ends up crushing it on YouTube. Because the first time you did this pod, you were at 1,000 subs. I remember. Wow. And it seems that you have found this rhythm. You know what I mean? And I love seeing that, you know? So I've been talking to a lot of my buddies who have found that thing, because I think recently, like, I have found that thing, right? From my own, in my own way.
Oh, yeah.
But dude, you just went like all the way up there, bro. And it's crazy.
I don't know.
What do you think? What do you think did it? You know, before we get into that, what did you carry today?
I carried a lot today.
Yeah.
Let's see what's in my pocket. I have the Protect Malibu in my pocket at the moment.
Nice.
Yeah. And then the one that I've been carrying a lot is the Gemini.
Nice. Is that Gemini? Is it the Thai or G10? Oh, which one is that?
This is the
Micarta.
What do you? No, it's the canvas. No, what do you call that? The micarta.
Micarta, right?
Yeah, it's the micarta.
It looks
I can't remember what burlap. That's the word I was looking for. Burlap.
Okay.
This has become a favorite. I've been like, this has been what I regular because it's so thin and snappy. I would say this is probably like the budget man's version of a TRM or something.
I love the Gemini. I have one of the G10 ones. Gotten to try one of the Thai ones, and it's classic, man. Like, you just can't go wrong with that. You could still recommend it today. You know what I mean?
Snappy.
So snappy. Pow, right in the kisser. That's what you say. I have been carrying I've been really loving this a lot, which is the drop air. I messed it up right there. The Kaiser drop air. I really like it, man. I actually have a question on this for you. Do you get a lot of crossbar lock like hate when you post about this?
No, I haven't. No, not at all.
That's crazy, because I get a lot. I get a lot of hate about it. Even on Instagram, like people will talk about like it's a Benchmade copy. I'm like, the patent ran out years ago. What are you talking about?
I'm surprised people are still saying that.
Dude, it's so bad. Oh, I love it. I love it. I really, really like it. I can't wait for the aftermarket scales that people are gonna make, and you can just slap them on.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because
I like it when you can just slap them on.
Yeah. Yeah, but I get a lot of crossbar like lock hate. They keep saying like that's a Benchmade copy. I had to make a video about it.
I saw.
And yeah, the one on YouTube got cut off. I'm so pissed.
Why did it get cut off?
Because like I've been doing a lot of YouTube shorts, right? And that's pretty much what's accelerated the growth, if you will, because when I met you and we did our first podcast together, I didn't grow that much, bro. I think I was stuck on around 3,900 subs for a long time. It just wouldn't grow. I was only posting maybe like once or twice a week. And the day that I quit my job and decided to do this full time, and this is how crazy I am, I decided to do it full time without the money even being there. Because my wife was like, look, you're really good at this, like creating content is your thing, like I know it, even if it's not knives, it'll be something else, just do it, you know, because she started in the medical field now, so she's like kind of like paying everything off. But now the day we're not rich, but we definitely because we live in the hood, we can, you know, I can do that. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, we live in the hood, bro. There's people shooting up heroin outside right now, probably. You know what I mean? But the day that I did that, like something popped, right? And I just like said, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna make 4 shorts every day for a month. And in the past 28 days, this channel has gotten 622,000 views because of it.
Wow.
And I started getting like crazy amount of followers and subs, right?
Yeah.
And you know, and this, and I'm not saying like you got to make shorts to new creators. If you want like an easy way to get growth, I think it's easy. Honestly, I feel like it's a hack that works right now. I don't think it's gonna work forever. And you don't even do shorts, bro. Your channel's crushing. You don't even post every day.
I want to. I know I should. The way it is now, I have zero free time.
Yeah, because of work.
Well, yeah, work, and then taking care of the house.
Yep.
And then family, and yeah. So if I'm not doing those, I'm making videos or editing or trying to catch a live stream while I'm editing, and yeah. So I would love. I have like 100 shorts I would love to do, but every time I get time off, I run out of time because I'm catching up.
Yeah, I feel you on that, man. And it's crazy because I think people don't understand how much work it actually takes to run a channel, bro.
No, like one video is 5 hours of my time.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that a little bit. Actually, I do have that in one of the questions here. I have like bullet points now. I got a little bit more profesh on the podcast. So how do you go about like creating a video? Like, do you plan it out? Do you set some bullet points on? Do you have like a certain thing that you follow, or?
Well, for the first thing is I have to feel it.
Yeah.
Like I have my shelf with knives to review or knives to unbox or whatever, and I usually don't know exactly which one I'm going to do until I get home from work, and that one speaks to me.
Yeah.
Because that, you know, because I can try to plan it all out and say, okay, this is what it has, that's the steel, and this is this and that, and then I come home, I'm like, not feeling it. Because I get into this mode when I hit record, I get excited, dude. I'm just like, it's a natural high that I get. And I come upstairs, my wife's like, okay, all right, okay, calm down. 20 minutes later, she's like, okay, you're still loud. I get so excited when I open a knife, man. I'm telling you.
You know, that's actually a question I have here is like, I mean, I guess you're saying no, but how much do you increase your energy in video? Because I always tell this to people, right? Our online personas as content creators is merely like amped up versions of ourselves. Not like, I'm saying we're not faking it, right? But we have to be entertaining. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna go up to my mom and be like, "Ma, we're gonna," you know, I'm not gonna do that. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
but like,
I kind of do that.
I just hug my mom and like pick her up.
But I don't know. I've been a show and tell person since like probably as far as I can remember. I would be, you know, come in, mom, dad, look at this rock. Isn't it cool? Check it out. Look, it shines. Okay, that's nice, dear. But look, really, it's so cool. It's like pow right in the kisser.
Pow right in the kisser. That's exactly what you say when you first open a knife on video. So there is no like raising it at all, but you do get more excited when you are making videos. I get
more excited, but it's not very raised. I get into this. I don't know. I get into the moment. I feel like I'm talking to 1,000 people.
Yeah,
and I just I get engrossed. I get lost in it. It's just. Wow. And if you've seen my videos, you know, I end up talking 100 miles a minute. People are like, I can't even speed your videos up, dude.
It's a very natural like feel, actually. When I watched a bunch of your videos today and I was like, this guy's just like talking about stuff. Like I know 100% it's not scripted. It's all feel, right? That's why I wanted to ask like what the breakdown was and how you create your videos, because it's so natural, right? The size comparisons, I'm really interested in it. Do you plan out which knives you're going to compare the stuff to, or you just have a bunch of stuff out?
Well, it's two or three different ways. It depends on how the video goes. Like if I already know which one and I have an idea of the size, I'll guess and I'll put out like 5, 6, 7, 8 knives that I think are going to be close. Or sometimes I'll break and then I'll look through my knives for ones that I think are going to be good comparisons. And then I also want to find knives that people have. I'm not going to be like, so I'll put it next to this $400 knife that everyone has. I'll put it next to a penguin because everyone has a freaking penguin, right?
Dude. And like you put that link of the penguin and it just pops, bro. Like, do you ever put knives in the video for that reason?
For a link?
Yeah, for like sharing an affiliate link.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. I mean, like what I think would be so cool is if like everybody that ever watches my videos has at least a couple of the comparison knives, because the whole thing is when I want to buy a knife, I want to go watch a video, but
Yeah.
you can't tell how big is that guy's hand, how small is his hand. But if you can give me, I'm a nerd for dimensions. I've never read off the specs from a website. I've measured
Yeah.
mine since the very first, from the get go, because I would go to one site and it would say this. I'd go to another site and it would
Yep.
say that. And so I'm a nerd and I got me calipers and, I do that for every single knife.
I tend to read up on stuff. But I should do that. I do feel that I should. And there are times when I watch people's videos and I'm like, man, I need a fucking scale, dude. You know what I mean? Like, I need a scale, bro. I watch like Metal Complex or something. He's got like the logo on the scale. I'm like, I want that. I
Oh
want an
yeah.
everyday city carry scale. Or because sometimes you just want to show that on video. You know what I'm saying? Like I think about creating knife videos like in a sort of like a content creator kind of way. Like I want to, talk about the knife in my own creative way or something. And sometimes it requires that scale. And the only scale I have is like this food scale that
Well,
like
I
you
have
weigh like beef on it, bro.
oh
It's like has like a little
hey, if you want,
tray.
I'll put a link in the chat to a
Yes.
scale on Amazon.
Let me ask you this. Do you crush it with like these affiliate links?
No, I don't crush it, but I have people thank me all the time for
Yeah.
putting it in there. And then
Do
there's
you
other
think
folks.
like you're on your way though? Because I feel like you are. There's a few people that I watch that I have a lot of respect for that I think are gonna go somewhere with this YouTube thing, and you're in there. You know what I'm saying? I could always talk about like Jared or Everyday Minimalist or Metal Complex or something, but there are other creators that are not necessarily like at that range of subscribers, but the view counts are crazy. Like your view counts are insane.
Well, I don't know what to say. I mean,
Do you ever pay
I just
attention to
go on
stuff
it.
like that?
Well, yeah, I pay attention. I noticed if I do something different, like I go from knives to check out this pouch, the views are like,
Yeah.
"Mwah." I'm like, okay, people on my channel want to see knives.
So you stick to knives
Well,
mostly.
Well, mostly, but I do a few other EDC. I did a TS Prof sharpener, and when
Yeah.
I do things that aren't why people come to Beez Blades, I can tell those are the videos that are like wah wah
Yeah.
as far as views. But the people that watch them appreciate them, so that's good.
Yeah, it's really strange that we have to think about these things because like let me ask you this. This is one of the questions. I know that you get weird like influencer emails now because you have like a pretty good channel. And what's the weirdest thing that a company has asked you to review?
Holy cow. Dude, I literally Fridays I'm off on Fridays and Saturdays. I spend
Yeah.
my entire day Friday doing Beez Blades paperwork and emails and all
Yeah.
that, and packaging giveaways and all that.
Mhm.
And I spent like 4 hours doing emails, answering emails, deleting emails, um,
4
clothing.
hours?
Yes,
Wow.
clothing. NFTs try to get me to do their stuff all the time. All kinds of NFTs, and I'm like, if you're gonna ask me to collaborate, at least get someone that can translate a little better for you.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of cool stuff, and I'm like, no, or
Yeah.
hey, will you check out this automatic super duper stainless steel knife? I'm like, nope.
Yeah, I definitely do not do that. A lot of Damascus knives too. Like, what I'm
No,
talking about, bro?
no, real genuine Damascus.
Yeah, Damascus. And you look at the page, it looks just like every other Damascus page on Instagram.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Now,
Yeah,
and
I
now
cannot
something
do
else
that.
that I
Yeah.
really enjoy, I really like the flashlights and stuff, the small
Yeah.
EDC
Yes.
flashlights. I've been doing O-Light lately. I can see how you can go down that rabbit hole. They're fun.
Oh yeah. I got a nice one here right now, actually. Let me open this up. I do this show called Good Morning EDC for
Yeah.
Urban EDC Supply. And they sent me this crazy one, bro. I'm gonna take it out right now.
Crazy.
Yo, dude, look at this. This is an Olight pineapple.
Ooh.
Bro, this is like 60 $5, I think.
Really? I thought you were gonna say like 300.
I thought so too, because they sent the copper one right before, and that was like around that price. And I was like, okay, cool, it's copper. Maybe that's why it's so cheap. This is titanium, and like this. Yo, bro, I'm gonna look it up right now. This is why. Let me look it up right now. I know it's around there. Raylight pineapple.
I find that hard to believe.
Bro, it was on Urban EDC Supply, man. I'm telling you.
Wow.
Supply. I'm gonna double check right now and let's see if we can look at it.
Yeah,
one.
I've become a total flashlight nerd.
Okay, I found it already. $69.
Wow.
I'll share it with you right now. It's insane.
Well, actually, if you want to get another one, I'll put a link in the description. And you can go to my link and get you another one.
This is the Raylight pineapple right here. It's $69. I'll zoom in on the price a little.
I can see it.
Yeah, bro.
That's pretty good.
I know.
Titanium.
I was like, wait a minute, and the finish on it's like really nice too. It's not sharp or anything.
Yeah.
Really nice stonewash on there. I was really surprised, but yeah, I can.
You won't have to worry about scratching it.
Yeah, and I could definitely tell like you could get super lost into lights. Like some people do that. I don't have a thing yet. You know how like you have knives and you stick mainly to knives. I don't have a thing yet of like what I'm doing.
You're just kind of like
I'm just making shorts and they just get thousands of views. That's like all I'm doing. And then I use affiliate
that's what you're
links.
into. You're like, I collect views.
I just like making short form content and making people laugh. And
dude, you're killing it on Instagram, dude. You're doing awesome, man.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate that, man. You know, for a long time it was really disheartening, like not moving. And like seeing all my friends just like get from one place to another. And all of these people would always tell me like, oh, you know, you're a really good content creator. I'm like, no one watches my stuff though. And it wasn't until I started creating shorts that I discovered new people and the distribution of my content is better. So, you know, they're like, oh, you know, Everyday City Carry's live shows is so good. I'm like, yo, I get very low numbers. Same thing with Good Morning EDC, the podcast too. Even though I'm having these giant accounts with crazy followers on it, like Metal Complex or Nick Shabazz, like it's not moving as much. But with the shorts thing, if you're a small content creator, I'm telling you, get into shorts. Do it for like I have another friend who does like golf content, and he's been doing it for about 3 weeks, and same thing happened. Like one shorts got like 35,000 views, netted him a bunch of subs. It's just a cool little hack right now, you know, social media hack. And I use the same content on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. That's not different. I shoot it myself. That way there's no watermarks, but I use it on every platform, and I love seeing how it performs on different platforms. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Didn't you try it? Or how did TikTok work?
So TikTok now is much more lenient with knife content. Okay. If you do content like how I do it, and you're not, when I did Good Morning EDC, I was like making fun of Instagram content. Like Instagram, I did this whole like song and dance thing where it's like, this is EDC content on Instagram. Bam, look at my grind. You know what I mean? That's what everyone does. Check out the scales. You know, that's what everyone does on Instagram. You can't do that.
Centered.
Yeah, right. It's centered. Look at the flipper. Bam. You know, like you can't do that on TikTok, because if you keep flipping a knife open, they will deem it as a dangerous act.
Can you even flip it?
Yes. Yes.
So that's changed.
Now. So before, I would get flagged immediately. Now, the only time I get in trouble is if I flip like 4 or 5 knives in a row.
Really?
If I'm just talking about this, let's say I talk about the drop air, and I'm like this, you know, the first shot is a front facing, and I go like, this is the Kaiser drop air. Then I do a top down, I open it, and I say, this is 154 cm. The next shot, I'm going to close it. And then I'll say like, the scales are aluminum. They're very easy to take apart. Stuff like that. Make it a nice 10 to 15 second clip to inform people that are not necessarily in the hobby right now, that I'm going to kind of get into the hobby through my stuff. That's what's been working for me. And I haven't really been banned. I'm almost 20,000 on TikTok right now.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy. And you could do like affiliate stuff on there. Because like they have a link in bio thing that you click on it, and it have that what's that thing, beacons.ai. You ever heard of that? It's kind of like
I haven't even heard of it.
It's kind of like Linktree or something, you know, where you have all your links there. So I just say like link in bio in the description, and more people on TikTok click on that link than anywhere else, more than YouTube,
Really?
more than Instagram. So, bro, you have a lot of affiliate stuff. Mojave, bro, you got everything. I only have Blade Ops and Amazon, so and in Urban EDC Supply. But you would probably crush it on there. Your personality too, very energetic.
I haven't even tried TikTok because all I hear is that you get taken down because they don't want you to open a knife.
If you just do your thing and keep the same energy that you have, you just flip it open once and just talk about the stuff real quick. I think about it like this, as if like the person watching has not been into EDC at all, like a completely new person.
Oh yeah.
We usually think like, you know, when I watch content, we usually cater to our own people, right? People that have been to EDC for a while, they kind of know what S35VN is and things like that, right? So yeah, I mean that's how I used to go about it, but now I changed that to as if the person doesn't know at all, and like people have been coming back more because of it, like new people.
Well, see, that is something that I have still that I hope I never get away from. Is that still on my videos? I talk to folks if that's the first time they've ever seen a knife video.
Yeah.
Like when I do my my breakdowns, you know, I disassemble most of the knives that I unbox, and I'll tell them you can get all this stuff in the description. But you know, but my loyal subscribers that watch all the videos, you know, I figure they just put up with it or tap past when I'm explaining stuff. You know, welcome to EDC. You know, this is your first time. There's a lot you got to remember when you put a video out. There's more people view my channel that are not subscribers than subscribers by far.
Yeah,
your subscriber count doesn't mean jack when it comes to who watches your video.
That's true. 100%.
It's mostly people that aren't subscribed, but they watch your channel every day. They just don't subscribe and they don't comment, but they watch it.
Yeah, I mean, do you ever see like a career in it?
Oh yeah, I would love to. I still have a few more years at work, but I would love to do this full time.
Yeah,
I think you'd absolutely love
killer at it. Like you're like perfect.
Go nuts. I would hire a secretary. Oh man, I would go freaking nuts.
That would be amazing, bro. I can see that, like the Hive Empire, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, I have no idea. I have ideas out the wazoo, man.
Yeah, yeah.
But
that'd be amazing.
There's just only so much time.
What knives are you into lately?
Ones I haven't got yet.
Yeah. Or so, yeah. I mean, you could talk about that too. Is there any ones that you want to like show the audience right now? We could look things up. We could do all that.
Dude, I mean, I flip. Speaking of ADHD, I flip flop around. I don't have a favorite. You know, it's like just, you know, everyone's always like, what's your favorite knife? Well, I don't know, the one I carried today or the one that's in my hand right now.
I'm the same.
I don't have a favorite. Now, I mean, at the moment, my current EDC that seems to always end up in my pocket's been the Gemini.
Gemini.
I don't know. It's like my driving knife. You know, I do a lot of driving. It's a nice flipper. I use it a lot. But, you know, tomorrow the Gemini might end up on the table and it'll be something else. That's part of my deal is it feeds my, it's not ADHD, but you know, it's kind of like that thing. It's like, ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. You know, the variety is what I love. And you know, there's the argument, well, you should skip buying 5 or 10 of those budget knives you get and get a nice one. You know, maybe someday I'll get to the point where I don't like budget knives, but I like variety so much and new stuff all the time. And with all the knives that I have, there's not very many of them that don't end up in my pocket at some point in a week or 2 or 3.
What's the most expensive knife that you own?
The most expensive knife, the most money I've ever spent on a knife, I haven't even got yet. That would be the Stout.
The Lefty's knife.
Yes, the Devo Stout. That's the most money I've ever spent on a knife.
I got to try out the Growler, and it made me so happy to try it because I knew that Lefty designed it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I almost feel like when I made that video, I was like, man, people are gonna think. I said it in the video. I said, I think people are gonna think because he's my friend, I'm giving it such high marks. But I really liked it. I
Yeah.
really liked it. And I was like so proud. I messaged him. I was like, bro, this is crazy. Like, I can't believe this is one of yours, you know.
Oh yeah, he's kicking some serious butt.
Yeah.
But I mean, like that. I'm done buying expensive knives this year. I bought that one, and then I bought the EMP EDC.
Oh,
yeah. I never thought I would spend that much on a knife. Now I really appreciate this one. And then I bought Mrs. Beez a nimble.
A nimble.
So,
oh,
yeah.
The nimble. Which nimble?
The
original. The original one.
It might be version 2. I don't know. It's the nimble, and it was modded by the modders, knife modders.
Oh, they're the best.
Yeah.
They're another group, dude. It's like I know them, and when I see them like kind of crushing it, I get like so happy for them. I'm probably gonna have them on soon too. They're killing it. And like Lindy's page on Instagram just blew up like crazy. It's like insane right now.
Yeah, see, that's what I see hers pop up. I see yours pop up. There's certain ones. Me, like, I love posting to Instagram because it's just so easy. Yeah. But I just don't have the time. I really don't. That's my most valuable asset is time.
Yeah. And
loving
just, like,
to do this, and
time?
then I'm like, oh yeah, I guess I have to mow the grass. Huh? Oh yeah, I got to pressure wash the patio. I got an adult. Jeez. You know?
Yeah, I mean, this is like probably your hobby or pastime is like doing this stuff now.
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
is there anything else that you do aside from this?
Well, there's other. Yeah, I mean, I like to go fishing.
Back,
I like to go camping, but we went camping and fishing once this year.
Yeah.
You know, all my focus is on this. I've always been like this. I get interested in something and I jump into the rabbit hole.
I'm the same.
And this is the stuff right here.
Yeah, especially like when something clicks, right? Like,
oh yeah,
like you know what it is. Like, honestly, bro, you know, we love creating videos. Like, we're addicted to the dopamine, I think. Like,
oh, for sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like making the video just as much as the knife itself. You know. And then the big thing for me, my biggest reward is my interaction with all the people, the knife community.
Yeah.
That's like my lives. I usually don't have guests because the last 3 or 4 lives, I had a topic that we were going to talk about. Never even got to it. 3-4 hour lives, never even got to the topic.
Yeah.
You know, it takes a half an hour to do the pocket check.
Yeah, because everyone is in there, or like saying hi to people takes like the beginning of the show. How long do your lives go for?
3 hours.
Wow.
8:15 to 11:15, and then usually it'll stretch longer than that. This last Friday we went 4 hours, and there wasn't a moment to even think. It's just always so much going on. Yeah. It's a lot of interaction with everybody that's in the stream.
You are really, really good at that, actually, like keeping track of the chat. I am terrible at it. I'm terrible at it. I think that if I had to think of the 2 most beloved live shows right now in like my YouTube circle of knife people, it's probably yours and Tri-States. People love Tri-State, so he goes on for a long time as well. But I've been on your live show before, and it's definitely hard to talk to each other because people are like trying to distract you with donos, so that like the bell, and then you go crazy, and then you're like, because it's such a reflex to do what you do when you're solo. You know what I'm saying?
Well, and that's part of it's like that's kind of a rush for me is. Thinking about what I want to show them next, or don't forget that question that they just asked. Yeah. Oh yeah, tell them about this. Oh look, a donation. And I love the.
That's exactly what happens, and then sometimes I lose track because so many things are coming in. You know what I mean? Somebody says something, because my live show is pretty much like we're just, you know, just trying to make each other laugh all the time. Like whether it's we're watching videos and Kelly's there, that's really all we're doing. We talk about knives in the beginning now. Before I didn't, but now we do. Speaking of knife, like, what do you think about like Send Cut these days?
Dude, speaking of Send Cut,
I just got this one today. They sent this to me. This is my first sort of trial run with them. This is the
what's the first letter?
San Angelo.
That's the whole word.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. See,
I was gonna guess it. Wait a minute. Is that
Angelo.
the San Angelo?
Yeah. You know what, man? Sencut is gonna Sencut, baby. They just always make good stuff.
Dude, have you
Right?
had this one yet?
I asked for that. They didn't give it to me, bro.
The Saxy?
Yo, it's so funny. They emailed me, right? Out of the blue, right? I don't have any contact with them. They're like, hey, we want to, try out this affiliate thing, right? And I'm like, cool. And they're like, oh, what do you want to try out? And I said, I asked for that. I was like, oh, they got a bud lock?
They're like, oh, great. No.
That was the first one I asked for. I asked for like 4 things because, of course, they'd probably just pick a couple of those things and send it to me. Yeah. And he said, how about just this one? I was like, all right, cool. It reminds me of you were talking about Vosteed, the Nightshade. It's not the same blade shape, but the handle a little bit. It's good ergos,
I like the looks of that blade. It looks slicey.
Yes, and great ergos on this. $44 on Amazon. I will put a link in the description.
I already have one in there.
It's like you have access to my description. It's like Mojave Outdoors Beez 10.
Yep. Mojave Outdoors, Blade HQ, White Mountain Knives.
How did you get those relationships? You hit them up or they hit you up?
Well, I hit most of them up. I started from the very beginning and was ignored for months and just wouldn't say anything.
Yeah.
And then I would just drop one line in a few months later, and some of them would just hit me up out of the blue like I've never messaged them before.
Yeah.
And others I would ask again. Others I was like, forget about it, whatever. And then they must have noticed, oh, wait a minute, this dude has 10,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
And, hey, would you like to review? I'm like, oh, yeah.
Dude, they can't ignore you now. Like, your view counts are very high. That is the one thing I think people make the mistake that a high subscriber base, it's more important actually that you have higher views. You know what I'm saying? And your view counts are very high for a subscriber base of 20,000. Like, you have view counts that like Neves has.
Well, you know so the whole point is to show people knives. And you were saying earlier about I stopped a long time ago making a description. The new Sencut SJ123. That's for knife people. Knife people are going to watch the knife content that they want.
Right.
So you put it out there for everyone, because there's people out there like I was a year and a half ago, like trying to find new knives and discovering the knife world. That's everyone else that loves knives already knows where to go and watch them.
Yeah. Yeah.
But speaking of Sencut, dude, you got to get one of these. This might be one of the best budget locks, one of the smoothest budget locks or button locks.
$44 or something.
It's in the 40s, and this thing is just phenomenal.
That's great action right there. Micarta too,
and the
right?
Sound.
Yeah, it's a texture vision, bro. The texture vision is not as good because like we're
yeah,
streaming.
You go. There you go.
How do you do the texture vision, by the way? Like, you have a button to press or something, or like?
No, I do that in editing.
Oh, you do it in editing.
Yeah.
You use a camera or do you use your phone?
I use my phone.
Wow.
You know how many times I get asked? Matter of fact, I answered a guy last night on Instagram. He asked me what kind of lav I used. And I was like, lav, isn't that a microphone?
Yeah. Well, I mean, sometimes you just have a loud voice and you can get away with it. Like me, for example, I sound like shit on my phone mic. Like, I don't sound great. No, I sound great on this, but you know, and in person, like I sound like myself, of course, but on a camera mic, like it doesn't carry for me. Like when I watch my stuff, you know?
Yeah. They asked what kind of sound equipment I use. I'm like, I use my Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra.
That's a good phone though.
It is.
Yeah, it's a great phone. I have the S22 now. I finally switched. I had the folding one. It was like too cumbersome to fucking do stuff with. Yeah. So I just switched over to this one, and it wouldn't let me upload YouTube Shorts from it.
What?
I cannot have that. Yeah, I couldn't upload YouTube Shorts from it. It just because when they release these features, like Apple, if you have Apple, you have it automatically because Apple is optimized under one operating system. With Android, it's like per phone. So
really,
the weird phones like foldables and stuff get those features last. So it was already like over a year in of people making shorts, and like I still couldn't do it on that phone. I had to use an old phone to do it. I would like shoot the video, then transfer it over to my other phone. It was annoying. I had to get rid of that.
So I'm curious, how long from start to when you're like, okay, I'm going into my studio section. I'm going to make a video. How long from that moment until you're uploaded, the picture, the thumbnail, everything's done, it's scheduled?
A video, or it depends on what video. So if it's like a podcast, easy. That's just like 5 minutes.
Like a review.
A review. Okay. Are we talking cinematic or tabletop? Because I do tabletop now too. So tabletop, the most difficult thing is I record the audio separately because, like I said, the mic, I haven't found a good one that I can just use on my camera or my phone that I like, because I have to like the video too. You know what I'm saying? So I record it through this, and then I sync the video together. And after I do that, I'm just chopping it up. Sometimes I take a weird breath here, or I mess up a word here. I would say like 3 hours.
Okay.
You know, if it's tabletop. If it's like longer, like I'm doing a collaboration video with a bunch of these EDC YouTubers on Saturday, that one's gonna take a while because these guys are like B-roll experts. All of them are like everyday minimalists. So I gotta like, you know, I gotta represent our circle a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm probably the only like actual knife person there, like knife focused channel. Everyone's kind of like backpacks, you know, they have knives too, but they're kind of like everywhere. So I gotta rep us, bro. I gotta take some time. That's probably gonna take 6 or 7 hours. Yeah.
And you know what? I love B-roll, but when I did this this Tinder thing, I did B-roll outside, and that's time consuming. Go over here, roll that 2 or 3 times, go over here. Oh, the light just changed. And then you look at it and you're like, oh, there was a shadow.
The tripod. Oh my God.
Oh my goodness. And all that's just for little 5 to 10 second snippets.
Yeah.
It's not even the content. It's just pictures, something to look at moving.
Yeah.
But you know, that's the way people are right now. We want stuff to be constantly moving. You hold up a knife and start talking and don't move.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, that's why I think that's why the shorts thing has worked for me.
Yeah.
Because every like 2 seconds is like a new clip. 3 seconds or something. You know, those, remember you were talking about ASMR in like one of your videos.
Oh yeah.
And it was funny because I was watching your video and I was editing an unboxing ASMR video. So yeah, dude, it works so well. And it is a 15-second clip. And what happens is a lot of people get mad because they'll say something like, why don't you talk about it more? Right? They're like arguing with me. I don't answer negative comments really. Right. And what happens is it just feeds the algorithm, like generating all these views because people are mad. And then the next video
piss people off, man. This video will just
well, the next video I'll actually break down the knife a little bit more, and then I'll say something, you know, like maybe if they really liked it, I'll do a full YouTube thing because the YouTube numbers weren't hitting for me. You know what I'm saying? So I had to change up my strategy a little bit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, how long did it take for you to generate that kind of viewership, bro? Because, you know, when last time we podcasted together, I think you were like, we were still around 1,000 the first time. I mean, like, when did you start noticing like, oh crap, like this is getting crazy viewers?
I don't know. I got scrutiny early on. My channel, I don't know. I just am very thankful. I don't know. It's grown steadily. I hit 1,000. I hit 1,000 subscribers last September. I got monetized just a little bit over a year ago, or not quite a year ago.
2021.
Yeah.
Wow.
I hit 1,000 subscribers in September.
And
now I can't believe it, dude. I'm just shocked.
They like your energy, bro.
The one thing that I hope I never do is forget to be humble and kind. Because it's not me. I'm not the one that did it. It's everyone else is enjoying it, you know?
Yeah, I definitely have those people that have kind of like ride or die people, you know, from the Patreon, and people that comment and faces that I see all the time. And, you know, sometimes you're having like you ever feel like burnt out, like creating stuff?
I haven't had time.
There's sometimes I get burnt out, or I get since I'm new to this rise, like you're already at the point where like, okay, this is going somewhere already. I'm kind of like it's just starting to go somewhere. So
Mm-hmm.
every morning when I wake up, I get anxiety because I check my YouTube analytics, right? And I'm like, man, if my percentage went down, I'm gonna get really sad. So right now I'm at 2,096% more viewers than before. That's what so tomorrow I want that to be like 2,100%. And I think it's 622,000 views in 28 days, which is crazy.
So you're watching the view number.
I do, because I want to make sure that I am creating content that people like, because it makes me happy as well. But what I've noticed is like the more myself that I am, the better it does. Like I had to create videos right in the hotel room because we went to celebrate my anniversary in Atlantic City this weekend, and we stayed like an extra day. I thought we were gonna leave, so I told Kelly, I'm like, dude, I gotta make videos in the room, and I just like did silly stuff and like talked about what I was carrying, and those videos crushed. I don't know if it's because Kelly was like in a bathing suit in one of them. I'm not sure, but you know what I mean, like,
cheater.
Or like she'll be just getting out of the bathroom, like like changing or something.
You're like, hold on, I gotta make a video. As you can see, the new sin cut. Where you at? The new sin cut.
You know what's funny? I did. Oh, it's 1:54 CM, and she's like eating like a ice cream or something.
Oh my god!
It's blurred though. No, but I'm saying is like when I watched that video, it made me happy. So I'm glad that it translated to the other people finding the same joy in it. Some people will hate on you. They'll say stuff to me like, "Why are you showing different things?" Like, I want to.
Dude, the easiest thing, the best thing for my channel, or the easiest thing if I would give advice to anybody, is what you just said, is forget about being professional, just be yourself. Because in the beginning, if you go watch my first videos, I was 100% scripted. I typed out every single word that I said in my videos, and I sounded like, I don't even know what I said. I sounded like Bueller. I mean, I was like, and the steel is blah, blah, blah. Oh my gosh. And then finally see, I didn't know much about knives. I still don't. But once I learned
more now.
Well, I know a little more now. But now that I know what I'm looking for and what people want to see and stuff, once I learned that, and then I just made bullet points to remind me what to go over while I was going through a knife. Oh, it was on like Donkey Kong, because then I could be myself, because I am pretty goofy. How I am in my videos, you can ask Mrs. Beez. I'm the kind of person that'll embarrass you in public, just being weird and being a goofball.
I am literally looking for your videos right now. And I'm trying to sort this by date. Like go to the very beginning.
Oh, dude.
How do I do that actually?
You go to the top and click on videos.
Yeah, so if I go
and then you scroll all the way to the bottom, and that'll be the first one. That'll be this one right here.
Wait, oh wait, but the thing is, like, can't you sort it so that, because I do filters, right? That's what you do?
No, I just go to the top of anybody's YouTube.
Yep.
And then there's videos. Just click videos, and that lists them all in chronological order.
Here, it's a sort by date. Oldest. I found it, bro.
There you go.
Oh, snap.
I didn't even know you could do that.
Dude, that's crazy. It's just a year ago. Your growth is awesome, bro. I love it.
March 10th, I believe.
I love it, bro. Look, this is your page right here. Very beautiful page. You know what I'm saying? And you got your cormorant right here. Well, how did you feel about this, by the way?
I thought it was really cool.
I thought it was really cool as well. I want to try the full tie one. I've never gotten to try it. I don't like
when I first saw the knife. I'm a big wildlife nut. I've been into wildlife, back before the internet. I read every wildlife book the library ever had. And when I saw the blade, I said, that looks like a cormorant, before I even knew the name of the knife.
Which is a bird, right?
They nailed it.
Which is a bird, right?
Yeah. They totally
that's the tie one.
Yeah.
Wow, bro.
Give you a little texture vision.
Texture vision, baby. That's so sick, man.
Yeah.
Frag pattern on that.
And that's something else I like doing, is sharing is having a good picture, like even on my live, so I can show people what it looks like. I want them to smell it.
That's awesome, dude. That's crazy. Yeah, I didn't like the X's so much on it, but oh shit.
Well, you could always get the line, but I think I might start posting a few videos here and there. I wanted to post this because this came in the mail. I came home and it was sitting on my front porch.
It's
awesome, the Kaiser Cormorant, and I haven't seen much of this online.
So this is scripted or not scripted?
I think it was scripted.
Really?
So I figured, hey, maybe this will help someone else out with their decision. And I already know that I want to dye it red, so it's red and black. Matter of fact, my red.
So I can tell you,
I did this
right
outside on the porch table.
I can tell you this right now. You were already good here, right? I'm being honest. You're already good there, but you are great here.
Would stick out and probably.
I mean, this is like you
I probably
right
shouldn't have said that. I probably just jinxed myself. Next time I'll be like,
this is awesome, bro.
So
this is
your
awesome.
total length from tip to tip is 7 points.
That's the first video I watched today. Yeah, that. See, like that stuff, like seeing my friends like get good at this thing that we're all trying to do. It like makes me really happy. That's what I really like the most. That's why I wanted to have you on here.
I'm really happy that you are smiling more.
What do you mean? Me? I'm always smiling.
Oh no. Like,
what do you mean?
I could tell you're happier than you were last year.
Yeah, I definitely am.
I mean, you've got a little glow about you.
Just had the anniversary, you know, like I'm doing this thing full time. It's I wake up and I do this.
Yeah, YouTube is, you're getting a little more satisfaction out of it. You're seeing the numbers, and that's boosting your spirit.
Yeah, and also like I was working 6 days a week, bro, before, and I was just trying to cram as much content as I could on the side, right?
Yeah.
And I felt like I was just taking shortcuts and not being able to do what I really wanted. You know what I mean? And once I quit, like everything changed. Like I'm definitely happier now. Let me get to some other questions that I have here. You know, name some brands that you really like right
Kaiser.
now. I love Kaiser too. Actually, that has its own bracket in my questions here. And it literally says Kaiser is crushing it as a bullet point. So we talked about the drop bear and the clutch lock hate, right? And you were talking about the beg lighter 2 Tonto in one of your videos, and you were talking about the jimping, right? Yeah. And I want to talk about that a little bit because Kaiser jimping on their new stuff, I love it. Dude. It's like there's so much of it. Oh, it's awesome.
I've been saying it for I don't know how long. Like they'll stop the jimping and it never covers even half of my thumb.
Yeah.
And then I got like 5 or 6 in, and every single one of them had like 2 inches of jimping. I was like,
amazing.
Are you serial right now?
Yeah.
I mean, oh my goodness, look at that.
So awesome.
Would you look at it?
Yeah,
just
it's
look
amazing.
at it.
It's awesome. It's like, yeah, and you know, I'm glad that someone else noticed it. I really do like Kaiser's new stuff a lot. The clutch lock really impressed me. I mean, you're not gonna change the levels of it to like number 5. It just won't have any it won't have any resistance. But what's that?
Just the tip. You know how it comes with the spare Omega spring?
Yeah.
Okay, well, mine, I took it apart, of course, and I was like, oh, that's as strong as it comes. It wasn't quite strong enough for me.
Yeah.
So I put the one in the box. I put the replacements in it.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, nice. And then some other folks were like, no, that's just because it hasn't been worn in yet. Turns out Azo himself said, oh yeah, it's stronger. So the one in the box, if you want to step it up a little more and have a little more detent, swap your Omega springs.
I really
they are stronger.
Man. I can't wait till somebody makes scales for it, man. I know they are too. You just can be able to mix and match whatever you want and customize stuff. I cannot wait for that. I think it's one of those, I don't know. I mean, do people really like it? Was it a super successful thing? I didn't hear a lot about it like in my circles. I know that reviewers got it.
Yeah, it sold out in like 2 seconds.
Yeah. But is it like, I feel like it should have even more love than it got, even though it sold out. I don't know if I could explain that correctly, because I would always be really excited talking about it. And so would the viewers too. Like it would crush, when I did like a simple scale swap thing, not scale swap. I changed the levels of the Omega springs in like a 15-second clip. People are like, wow, it's that easy.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
And you don't
It's
have
crazy.
to take the whole thing apart to do it. That's what's really cool.
It's like some TRM thing. You know what I'm saying? It's really, really cool.
When you make a knife that people can work on and get that, get the fun of without completely taking the knife apart.
Yeah.
Because a couple of videos ago, I took apart an Axis style lock, and there's a lot more to it than just taking some scales off.
What knife was it?
It was a budget. It was a budget knife. I don't. Oh yeah, it was another good subject. It was an Grow.
Grow.
And you know how much hate they have because of
they do get hate because of the cloney stuff. Yeah,
the cloney stuff.
Have they stepped away from it or what?
They don't make clones anymore. They have a new owner and a new OEM, and they guarantee their steel.
Okay.
So that's only what I've been told by them.
Yeah.
So I've been showing their knives, and the last one, I don't know,
yeah, they're like under $30. I watched some of your videos.
They're like $28.
What? That's crazy.
And the thing is that's what a ton of people want. They want a beater knife that if they lose it, it's not the end of the world. If they break it, okay, buy another one.
Yeah.
But I know that was a big thing, was the cloning in the past. And see, that's something, this is my journey. And I know there's a lot of people with a lot of opinions, and there's people that talk about, oh, this designer did that. And oh, that company did that. And I'm like, I don't know. I'm just doing this, and I don't feel I have the right to be that opinionated. Maybe after I've been in this for years, your status, you've been around forever in the knife community.
I don't have that many. I'd like to think that I am very simple in the way I choose things. Does it look cool? Does it feel good? Right?
Yeah.
Can I afford it? That's pretty much what that's how I judge things. Speaking of taking knives apart, bro, I took apart this Delica for the first time to get these scales on it. Shout out to Honest Builds. He sent me these scales. Yep. This thing is so hard to freaking put back together, dude.
It's a lot of pieces.
Well,
it's more than you think.
I had to watch Nick Shabazz's video where he showed me this trick to get the back lock on. It was so freaking hard. You got your drop bear, and it's like you just unscrew. If you just want to change one side, that's all you got to change, and that's it.
Yeah. The first time I took a Spyderco apart, I was like, oh, there's more to this than I thought there was. Then I'm like, how do I get the back of the scale off? Oh, you just have to force it off. Okay. But I love taking apart knives. I don't know. I have 100 and whatever disassembly videos. I finally, a few weeks ago, 2-3 weeks ago, finally stripped my first screw, and I showed it. I showed my mistakes. I'm like, hey, this can happen to you.
What knife was it?
It was the Kershaw Launch 11.
Oh,
yep. I couldn't do a disassembly.
That's crazy, because that's a pricier. It's like 100 plus, right?
Yeah, I think they're around $100.
What?
This one
it's
right here,
USA made too.
Yep.
And it's stripped. And what kind of bits were you working with?
Oh, I have the nice German made. There's two different kinds of Weehaw bits. I have the ones that are German made. I bought from Weehaw. And it wasn't the bits. I didn't strip the bits. I stripped the screw.
That's crazy.
And here,
was it
check
Loctite?
this out.
A lot of Loctite?
It skipped once. That's all it took. You know how to strip a screw, you're gonna have to go. You're gonna have to skip a few times. No, it went one click, and I was like, oh, okay. Let me go heat it up. Didn't matter. It was already stripped.
That's
super
crazy. That's crazy. Oh,
soft screw. Still waiting on a replacement.
Oh, you skipped that a little bit, but yeah, you're still waiting for a replacement.
Yeah.
Man,
but yeah, that's the first out of over 100, and the first one was an American-made knife. Just saying. Yeah,
that sucks, man. Because that is a USA-made Kershaw.
Yes,
I would expect it from someone with ATR 13 MOV in Kershaw's line. Okay,
right.
I get it.
Right,
but not for a launch.
Yeah, and then I had other people tell me, I had the same thing happen.
Wow. Those Vostead knives, I got to try out the Nightshade, but I watched your video where you looked at that's not the budget one though, right?
This is the budget one. This is the LT.
It is? I thought you had a gray one. Oh, you probably gave it away or what?
You mean this one?
They just did they send it to you, bro? Did they send it to you?
Yes, they did.
Oh my God.
Yes, I'm an affiliate.
I gotta talk to these guys. I gotta tell them, look at my view count.
Be like, Dude, I'll
You
make
know,
a short.
you know what's funny though? I think that companies don't understand it yet, that part, because they're used to having a review, right? But
Yeah.
like the companies that work with me, like Blade Ops, for example, the first day that I got the knives and I made 4 videos. The guy messaged me and he was like, "Bro, you're gonna do really well." It's like there was so much activity with the links, you know.
Yeah.
But I think some companies are still kind of like they don't get it, dude. Awesome. How is it in comparison to the regular one?
It just, I mean, there's not a ton of difference. This
It's
one
just
is a little
material.
bit heavier, just a little
Yeah.
bit heavier.
Oh, I love
And
that knife, man.
dude, so many
Wow.
people are like, that
Love
thing's
that knife.
ugly. My wife included. That thing is ugly.
It's sick.
Once you've used it, oh
So
my
sick.
gosh.
Yeah.
I understand this was made by people using a knife to work, not to
Yeah.
look pretty, because it's function.
I think it looks really cool, actually. It's like a kukri.
Yeah, the first thing that my eye goes to every time I see a knife is the blade.
Yeah.
I look at the blade, and then the function of the blade is the second thought that goes through my mind. And man, when I see a tall slicey blade like this,
Yeah.
and then when I realize that it puts the point down, when you use this, you don't have to bend your wrist to cut because the point is it's already
It's already
down.
done.
Every
It's
other
nice.
knife, you're going like this with your wrist,
Yeah.
and you don't have to.
It's true. You just go like that.
Yep.
What's the steel in the budget one?
It's 154 cm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dude, let me ask you a crazy question, right? And no one's been able to answer this, right?
Uh-oh.
When did 14C28N like become this crazy expensive steel? Like I remember when I got into knives, like Rake used to sell 14C28N for like $30.
Yeah.
They still do.
I
And
have
then
the
now it's like,
P801. I think that one's
right?
14.
Right?
Why
Like
can't
30
can't
something,
they do that with
38.
other stuff?
How come now it's so expensive? It's like a conspiracy, bro.
Well, now, like to get 14C, you have to buy a Civivi, and it's going to be in the $70-$80 range.
Yeah. Oh, what do you think about that move, by the way? Civivi,
Moving
kind of
up.
like, yeah, because you know what knife I didn't like that they released recently? I thought it was a cool knife, but $105 for a Terax, kind of crazy.
Dude, I wanted to see that one. I haven't seen. I mean, I've seen it, but I haven't got
Yeah.
to feel it.
Stainless steel frame with G10 and it's Nitro V. Okay. I would rather it was full G10 and not pay $105 for that. Because it's like steel frame. It's so I was confused because when I was talking about it on a live, I was like, this has got to be like under $100 because Civivi, keeps it under usually.
Yeah.
And I had the Thug 2 also, right?
Mhm.
And I was like, oh, the Thug 2 is sick. It's like, $76 or something with the micarta, really nice. And then I look up the price for the Terax, like $105 for a steel frame G10 and Nitro V. I was like, that's kind of odd to me,
Well, here's a question I was going to ask
Yeah.
you because this is something that I was thinking about today at work. I was like, I'm going to ask him because I'm curious to ask this to a bunch of people.
Yeah.
Which one do you prefer more and why? Frame lock or liner lock?
I used to be a big full tie, kind of a frame lock person, but I've actually been preferring like liner locks, G10, micarta type stuff recently. The last titanium liner lock knife I got to try was the it was like a Tucson. It was designed by what's his name? I forgot. It feels so bad. Oh no.
Jelly Jerry?
No, it was he does like Persian style knives. Oh no. Anyway, he was on my podcast. I forgot his name. God damn it. But I really liked that it was a titanium, like full titanium scales, but it was a liner lock. I was like, that's so sick, bro. And that was the day that I learned that you could have liner locks that are titanium.
Well, I've had a lot of comments whenever I do a knife that's a liner lock, which is most of them.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh, I would never buy a liner lock trash. Liner lock trash." And I'm like,
no
why
way.
is it trash? There's a hard following for frame locks, and I'm not sure.
It's like a hard use thing?
The only thing I can figure is that maybe it's because if your hand is squeezing around it, that it is actually fortifying and pushing that in so it stays locked is the only thing I can figure. And besides that, I'm like, how hard does the majority of the population actually use their knives? Are they climbing up trees with them? What are they doing where they're making locks fail?
That's the thing, right? That's another topic actually that I was thinking about a lot recently. It's like the whole use your shit movement. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And yeah, I'm not mentioning any names or anything, but some certain reviewers were like looking down on other reviewers like us who like, a little more into the fidgety action. We use our knives as well, but it's like for me, for example, I'm a perfect example of this. I am a knife guy. There are knives fucking everywhere here. Okay.
Right.
But I don't have any hard use tasks, man.
Right.
I'm in New York City. Like, I'm not out there feathering sticks, brother. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I'm just not doing that, right?
Right.
But when
you don't work construction.
Exactly. When I was in shipping, when I first started my channel, it made a lot more sense that I was using my knives all the time because I was shipping like 200 to 500 packages a day, right? Now I don't do that. I create content for a living. So what am I going to do? I'm going to cut boxes, from my homie Jeff Bezos at Amazon, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm going to just recycle and do that stuff and
cut some cardboard because it's fun.
Right. But so, for me, like as a reviewer, like I come at it from, and casually from an action, ergonomics, and aesthetic standpoint. That is pretty much, I state that when I do the reviews, and that's not a review, that's an overview, but it could be a review for somebody like me that's not using their stuff all the time. So it's like a weird thing, man.
I would hazard to say that more people than not don't hard use their knife.
Yeah.
For as many knives as sell, I would say the majority of people are the average everyday carry person that's cutting open packages, maybe every once in a while cutting through some rope or regular stuff, but they're not out there feathering sticks and surviving with a Kaiser Gemini. I'm going to go bushcrafting with my Kaiser Gemini. What's the lockup? Oh, that's not a frame lock?
Yeah. I mean, wouldn't you go with a fixed blade anyway if you're doing stuff like that? Like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's really, really funny. But yeah, man, it's been a great freaking episode, dude. I feel like I could talk to you forever. Let's see if there's any other questions that I have here that I didn't ask you. Is there any knives that you're excited for that are coming out soon, or any knives that you think the audience should look out for?
All I would say is Kaiser's coming out with some new ones, and I'm a Kaiser fan. Like Zach stuff is a Benchmade fan, so I'm always watching them. And there's a lot of knives that look cool, like the grippers and those style knives, ones that are out of my price range. The new Nimbles, those look really sweet. But I'm not collecting those because I would have to have a lot bigger YouTube channel to be able to do that.
They need more affiliates.
Right. Click on the link.
You know what's crazy? I got kicked off of Amazon. Like, now I'm back on it now, but I got kicked off of it because I was looking up prices for the artisan cutlery series, right? Like I was doing a TikTok or something, and I used the green screen of like the listing for it on Amazon.
Yeah.
And I was so excited because I was like, yo, this is only like $50 right now. It's like freaking almost $20 off or whatever it was. And then they found that post on my Instagram and they said, because you posted this and it has like copyrighted, because I screen grabbed it.
Oh.
Like we're going to have to kick you out of the program. You can reapply. So I appealed it and I said, I deleted the video. I didn't know that it was against the rules. It'll never happen again. And they didn't get back to me for a while, like 2 weeks. And then finally they reinstated me like last week.
Ooh.
Yeah. Amazon is a big, I was hurt, bro, because Amazon is the one that generates, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Can you imagine that?
Yeah, that would not be cool. Dude. That's knife buying money right there.
I know. All right, let's end on that. Actually, like, how much do you spend on knives a month?
It varies. Not a lot.
Like $300?
Maybe.
Okay. And it's like a lot of budget stuff that you want to review, right?
Right.
Yeah. That's a good way to do it, man. That's actually one thing I wanted to ask people is like, can someone their entire EDC lifetime, right, just live off of like SendCut or something like that? Like just SendCut or Civivi. I can't say Civivi because Civivi is not budget anymore. I think anything above 50, I think is not budget anymore.
So anything below 50?
Well, yeah, right. I mean, if you think about the person, you know, the way things are in the economy right now, like, bro, it's got to be under 50, right?
There's a lot of good stuff under 50. I mean, tons of it. Tons of it. That's probably the majority of my content.
Yeah.
Probably half.
See, that actually answers the question right there, man. Dude, it was a pleasure having you on, bro.
It was fun. It went by really quick.
Yeah. If there's ever anything you want to collab on, you want to do something, you want to exchange some fucking affiliate content, just hit me up.
I'll give you my affiliate links. You can put them in your description.
Bro, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, yeah. And I just start saying, "What's up, Beez Bladers," at the beginning of the video.
Yeah. Welcome to the hive, baby.
Oh, man. This is your boy Ray and Beez Blades, and this is the Everyday City Carry saying peace. This video is brought to you by the Beautiful Leather Goods by Andar. All products are 100% full grain leather. Orders over $35 get free shipping automatically. You get free exchanges and a 90-day return policy. Maybe you want to pick up the Apollo. Or if you're like me and you want to go super minimal and slim, you'll probably check out the Monarch. And our wallets have this cool, unique pull tab. They go like this, getting your cards out. That allows quick access to your cards. Head over to andar.com and use promo code EDCC to get 15% off your entire order. Yo, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit that bell icon so we can squad up in the comments.